Welcome to our farmlet paddocks again. We have had a very wet start of the season. Our weather station tells us that we had, over the last few months, a surplus of about 400 millimeters of rainfall. And the paddock next to me still shows that a little bit, the damage that can cause. What a difference a few days can make. We are now starting to prepare for irrigation. That's how quickly the conditions can change. It's very important to have the start of irrigation spot on. What we do, we use soil moisture data, and here you see a probe terminal that gets the data from soil moisture probes that are in the paddocks here, and that tells us how much soil water there is left. At the moment we are still fine, but we are monitoring it so that we can start scheduling the irrigation in time and keep grass growing. The soil probes we have, we can access that data through the internet and through an app, so we have live data that tells us what is happening. What we also use for our irrigation scheduling is the pasture app, which uses weather station data to predict when irrigation is needed again. Last time I mentioned that due to the very wet weather, we had decided to skip nitrogen fertilizer for a brief while. We did do that in about 2/3 of the paddocks. We were confident that the amount of nitrogen for grass to grow well would be good enough. We are monitoring real time how the protein supply is for the cows, therefore if there's enough nitrogen for the pastures to grow through milk urea concentration. And the latest herd test that provides us that data did indeed show that skipping that one round was acceptable. We do see that the farmlet that relies heaviest on nitrogen fertilizer did have enough nitrogen going in, but did seem to drop most in the available nitrogen. The other farmlets that receive less nitrogen fertilizer or none had it a bit easier with skipping around. But it is fascinating to see that the farmlet that doesn't get nitrogen fertilizer at all, of course, didn't care, was having enough nitrogen available regardless of the weather conditions.